So after a successful taxi ride, we are now back in the Changsha West bus station, and we're now going to hunt down the bus we need to get to Fenghuang. We're going to have to ask a very nice lady who doesn't speak any English how to do that. So this is Fenghuang Old Town, although I think we're looking at a bit of a newer bit at the moment, but we'll go to the Old Town later on today. Looks very pretty. We got off at the bus station here, then we got on bus number 1, which the Lonely Planet guide told us to do. Yeah, but the bus didn't drop us off at the right place, so it was a bit of a trek to get here, but otherwise we got here without too much trouble. Total travel time from Changsha was about 6 hours, and a couple of breaks along the way, so it wasn't too bad a route at all. But now we're going to have a quick sit down, and then when it gets a bit darker we'll go out and have a look around the shops and go get some lunch and dinner. This is Fenghuang at night. I'm still pronouncing that really badly, but it's very pretty at night and you can't see any of the modern things, which is nice. And we're now going to go find some food down the road because Juliet's very hungry, so we're just going to go down this road now. So we've found dinner at this nice restaurant, and I think it's probably the healthiest thing I've ever eaten in China. But for the this time we've not managed to clear the restaurant out, and there's still actually people here when we've finished eating. But it's a very nice restaurant. So Julie and I have just walked up some perilous steps in the dark up to this pagoda, and now we're just going to walk down very carefully to this junction under this tree. And down here there's a load of people doing rhythmic gymnastics. It's a very loud music which you can hear. There they are, just dancing away. And now we're going to go down to the river and have a look down there. So we're going on a little bridge which says narrow bridge, slippery, beware of drowning, and it is a little bit wobbly, so you very carefully walk our way across it. It's a little bit wobbly underfoot, but it's very pretty. This is the bridge we were on before, and you can see up and down the river. And there's this big white inflatable thing, which we think is for like an obstacle course. And there's some nightclubs. It's very rural and authentic, this place. Not cheap and tacky at all, but it is quite pretty. And this is the view a little bit further down the river. There are an awful lot of clubs here on the left hand side, but if you look on the right hand side a bit further down, it looks a lot quieter and a little bit more traditional, and that's where we're going to go and visit tomorrow. So we're now going to go find some beer and go sit in our balcony and book some hotels for later on in the trip. So this is Fenghuang in the well, lunchtime, because we got up very late because it was quite a nice night's sleep compared to previous nights, and it's well, absolutely empty. There's nobody here at all, really. No tourists. I mean, compared to last night when there was loads of people, it's quite interesting. It's a lot more quaint than it was yesterday, and we've just come from a really modern bit which looked a bit scuzzy, but now we're looking at the much nicer old bit, and we're going to walk down the north bank of the river to the far end of the town and have a look at the old bit, and then we're going to come back along the south bank and go through the old bit town and look at all the old alleyways and things they have there. And this is lunchtime, and Julie does not like her dinner, but it looks okay to me. And this is the view from the restaurant room. It's very, very pretty. And this is the restaurant we came to because it's the only one who actually had other people in it we've seen in the entire way down the strip. And it is very nice. It's quite like a family run place. But Julie does not like hers, but mine is lovely. So this is the nice bit of Fenghuang. And these are the sort of hotels you can get on stilts. But they cost an awful lot more than the one me and Julie got, so we didn't decide not to stay here. But this is sort of more the quiet and traditional part of the town. There's a big old temple here. We've got a wheel for something here. Moving this granary wheel maybe. And we've got a statue. It's quite interesting. They've still got people that are washing in the water, and some people were fishing, and the water's actually quite clean, more than you'd probably think it would be. And there's this nice little riverside walk. But we're getting to the south end of the town now, and we're going to just walk a bit further along to the temple to see, and then we're going to see if we can find some bus tickets for tomorrow, and then we're going to go back into the old town, which is this bit on the other side of the river. So Julie and I have just come into the shop to buy postcards, and we got some postcards, and this room full of postcards, which is very cute.
Odd.
And odd, as Julie says, odd. And if we had Instagram, this would go all over it, but sadly all we have is a GoPro and possibly a YouTube channel. So now we've crossed over the bridge, this nice bridge here, and we're now walking along the south side of the river. Again, past lots of the hotels. But for some which is supposed to be quite busy, it's very empty actually, so I think it's definitely, the winter time is the right time to come. It's a little bit cold, isn't it, Julie? Bit cold?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit cold, but it's not too bad at all, so definitely the right time to come. This is one of the restaurants here. You got a nice pig's face, and then over here you've got all of the dinner items, all the big old mussels and the fish, and you got the ducks and the pheasants, and we saw one earlier where you had got big bits of they had live snakes, and this looks like a thing here that Julie's just found, and we might go up there and have a look what it is. This is one of the main streets in the town, and sort of outside of the alleyways, and we're just going to go find hopefully a place where we can book bus tickets, but we might just go up to that temple now as well. And now we perilously climb across these steps past this lady with a very scary umbrella. But yeah, very carefully walk across the steps. There's Julie over there. It's very pretty. That's the view down the river, where we've just come from. And up there's the view to where we're staying, and we're staying on that big bridge up there. This is going to be a fun situation to deal with. Oh, everyone's moving out of my way, which is very nice. And there's Julie again. Alright, well I'm going to go now before I accidentally go into the water. They're pointing you in people's directions, Julie. So now we're on top of the old city walls. And at the moment we're just meandering around the city with no real plan. The one thing we have realised is, though, in the guidebook it says that you really do need to spend 15 quid on a ticket. And we haven't spent 15 quid on anything, and you can go around pretty much everywhere I mean, the only thing you can't do is in going to a couple of the temples and things like that, but if you've been to China any time before, then going into a temple won't mean too much to you because they're everywhere. But otherwise, if you ignore all the building work all over the place, it's quite easy to get around everywhere. So this is a map of the town, and we're at currently the Culture Square, which, as you can see, is a very cultural place with a large shopping centre next to it. Unfortunately, this is a common issue in China of putting a large shopping centre right next to your cultural centre. Now, there's a phoenix here because Fenghuang means phoenix in Chinese. So this is the Phoenix City. Why is it called Phoenix City, Julie?
Because it was reborn from the ashes of the Japanese era fight.
So that culturally insensitive bunch of crap from Jiuqi was not correct. So now we've got through the culture centre, and we're going to go find a post office now. And now, everyone, we see one of life's great moments. Juliet slowly waddling across some stepping stones. It's a sight to behold. It really is.
You just missed George mincing over the stepping stones.
And this is a little island in the river. And we'll walk down this little path. We can have another view down the river. It's a little bit quieter tonight. I imagine the clubs are going to start up pretty soon and start blaring out music. But at the moment it's quite quiet. And this is a view down the river at night in a quieter part of town. And we're back in the cultural square where there's a lot of dancing going on. A lot of conflicting noises. See if Julie wants to do some ballroom dancing later. You want to do some ballroom dancing? Right. Now we're just going to try and find some food, something a bit more Western, because Julie's getting bored of fried food, and I am as well. So after a lot of walking around, me and Julie found this lovely restaurant with some people in it, which is right by the river. The only problem is that the ladies here don't speak any English, so we basically had to guess what we were ordering. So Julia had something non-spicy and I had something spicy. That's what we wanted and that's what we got, so we were very lucky. Anyway, we're now going to have this and then go back to the room and have a sleep, and that'll be us for the day. Tomorrow we're getting the bus to Changsha.